Okay, just want to show you real quick. You can get on the MyLDS or the newfamilysearch.org. We're going to go new.familysearch.org. Wait for this to pull up. You've got a username and password. And if you don't have one, you need to get the information from your bishop. You have to have your membership number, date of birth, and stuff like that. And then you can go ahead and create an account. When you create the account, you can sign in on this site. And what I usually do is I say, see me and my ancestors. And then what it does is it populates a little bit of a chart for us and tells me that I'm married to Katie Sherlyn Frost. My parents are Kenneth Ray and Carol Jean Christensen. Your parents, their parents. And now you'll see that this right here is the temple with the check mark by it. You can see that when I mouse over it, we see a little box that says completed. And so anytime that there's a check mark next to the temple, it means the work has been done for those people. If we click back, it'll expand it back for us a little bit. Being a little bit slow today, but we'll expand back a little more. And apparently there's nothing here, so for Jacob Flanders, father of Stephen Francis Flanders, who was your mom's dad, so it looks like your mom's grandpa doesn't know a whole lot about his parents or grandparents, because there's no arrows back here. There's no arrow here, and there's no arrow here, meaning that we don't know anything about these people's parents. Also, we see that the temple has a lock on it, so it says ordinances are reserved and are in progress for these people. If we click on it, and it shows us that all of this has been done, but the only thing that hasn't really been done and that's in progress is for Jacob Flanders to be sealed to his parents. So we'll go ahead and close this. We'll move this back, give it some room, and we'll go on this one instead. I'm going to try to find one for you so that you can see one that doesn't have this check mark. Hold on one second. Okay. As you can see, I've kind of moved back a little bit. I keep clicking these arrows and keep going a little bit further back. We see another one here that's got a lock on it. It says the ordinance is reserved or in progress. We click on it and we can see most everything's been completed except for Agnes Sumter needs to be sealed to her parents. Now somebody's got that, so we can't reserve it. But if one of these ordinances hadn't been done, it would show us over here, and it would have like a little exclamation point, I think, that bounces, or maybe it's a little hand that points to it. It says that ordinances are needed. On this one, it says ordinances may be needed. It's got a little yield sign right there and exclamation point. If we click on it, it says Richard Sumter has his initiatory and endowment reserved, but needs more information about his spouse because they don't know who he's married to. They know that he's got these children, but we need more information. In other words, a birth date and a death date probably for this Edmund Sumter and John Sumter. So anyway, we don't have that information, so we'll go ahead and close that, and I'll try to find you some more. Okay, now I ran into a little pop-up box, a little problem, and it says local storage, newfamilysearch.org is requesting your permission to store information on your computer. And I always say allow, because what it wants to do is it wants to use this information while we've been bouncing around and extending pedigrees out. It wants to be able to store that on the computer as opposed to just pulling it off the internet. It'll make the process a little faster. And so if you say allow, then it makes the whole thing go a little bit quicker. So anyway, I'm going to keep looking for you and see if we can't find one of these little boxes with an arrow by it, and see if we can't find you some work to do. Well, to be honest, I've spent a little bit of time and just kind of bounced around it a little bit, and I haven't found any of these signs, and I'm pretty sure that all it is a little arrow that sits there and bounces back and forth and points to the temple. So anyway, that ought to be good enough to get you started. That's all I really do is I bounce around and extend these pedigrees and collapse them and go backward and forward and look around. And like I say, that probably ought to be able to get you started, and you'd be good to go and trying to find one of those like that. And if you find one, give me a call, let me know what you see, and we'll walk you through the process of reserving it and making sure that you can take that name to the temple.